This is a very old calculator, probably somewhere 1920s or maybe even before. There's very little information I've been able to find on it. And what I wanted to do is I know that it multiplies. And it took me a while, but I finally figured it out. I've searched the internet and I haven't been able to find anything on it. So this one has a hand crank. In order for this calculator to work, when you turn the crank, you have to turn it to the little nub at the top, which you see there, and you have to hear the click. Once you hear the click, you can zero the registers. Without that click and without that knob being at the top, you can't do it. So now both registers are zero. And what I'm going to do in this little exercise is I'm going to multiply. And what I'm going to multiply is, I'm going to multiply 5,868, we'll call that the multiplicand, by 385, which will be the multiplier. Again, we're going to multiply 5,868, the multiplicand, by 385. In order to do that, I'm going to move the camera a little bit. I'm going to zoom in on the keyboard so you can see it. There we go. I'm going to move this down a little bit, and I want you to see the handle. Okay, so right now the handle's at the top. It's at the nub. The registers are both zeroed. This little knob here is normally turned counterclockwise, but I want you to turn it clockwise, and that'll turn on the repeat key, and I want you to clear the keyboard. So now everything is clear. The knob's at the top. And the knob's at the top when you go around, and as soon as you hear that click, everything is ready. So first of all, we're going to put the multiplicand in, and the multiplicand is 5,868. And make sure that the machine's in repeat. Now we're going to move the carriage over two positions. One, by turning this little knob, the knob at the bottom. Two. Okay? Now it's going to line you up with these registers here. This is the third register. So what we're going to do is we're going to put in the multiplier. The first number in the multiplier is 3. So we're just going to go around once, and you can hear the click. There's 1. 2. There's 2. And we're cranking it around, and there's 3. And we want to make sure that we turn the crank counterclockwise. In other words, we want to push it towards the back of the machine. So now we have the 3. Now we're going to move the carriage over 1. And nothing moves unless this thing is at the top. The crank's at the top, a little past the nub, and you hear the click. Now we're going to put in the 8. So we're going to go 1, click, 2, click, 3, click, 4, click, there's 4, 5, click, 6, click, 7, click, and 8. So now we have two numbers of the multiplier in. We're going to move it over one more place to the left. Now the carriage is lined up like it normally is, and this is the register that's lined up, and we're going to go to 5. 1, click, 2, click, 3, click, 4, click, and 5, click. So now what do we have? We have the multiplier at the top. It's 385. We have the multiplicand on the keyboard, and that's 5,868. Those keys are still pressed because we had the repeat key on. And the product, which is the answer, is 2,259,180, and it's right here. So that's how you would multiply on a very old mechanical, completely mechanical Monroe calculator. Thank you very much.